What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shayla, the creator of JunkDrawerMom, where hiding is overrated. On this channel we talk about everything motherhood from practical to personal, so if you're new here, consider subscribing before you go. So when I first started this YouTube channel, I really wanted it to be a place where other moms could come and just feel like, okay, I'm not in this by myself. And I know that I am just one person. And there are other moms and women that I know that are going through similar things. So therefore, today I'm going to be doing my very first interview with a very good friend of mine. Her name is Faith, and I want you to check out her story.
Yeah, you got mommy good. You looking crisp. Let's see. Yeah. You okay?
Alright, so start with your name and everything again.
I'm Faith Davis, and I am a wife to William Davis, my boo thing, for 7 years, and I am a mom of 2. I have Elijah, my first son, he is 3, and then I have Ezekiel, he is my latest and greatest, he is 7 weeks. As far as career, I started out as a social worker, spent a lot of years doing that in DC, and then when I became a mom, transitioned to coming and working here at our church and the academy they have, Rainbow Family Christian Academy. Whoop, whoop. Do a shout out. But yeah, so I'm a principal there. I started out as a teacher and then a principal, really just to be closer to my boy. Well, I guess it wasn't boys then, it was just one, so closer to Elijah, and to just not have the long commute, to not have the long hours, to not just have the demands and the pulls that I had before. Of course, that came with a big salary change. It went down a lot, but it was worth it, and I would do it again. So, yeah. The best thing about being a mom for me, I think it sounds so cliche, but it's just so true. Just watching them, like I could just sit there and watch them do stuff, and other people are like, yeah, it's not that interesting, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. You know, just showing the picture, like literally I see why moms could just show their pictures to everybody over and over again and feel like, yeah, it's great, they're cute. And you're just like, no, but look at this one. And look, just watching them, definitely the hugs and the love they give you, you know, like they love so much better than like we do. Sometimes I feel like, you know, whereas we were like mad at you. So I'm like, you know, I can correct him and then I'm sorry, mama, I love you, you forgive me, and then come and give me a hug. I mean, I don't know how long this is going to last, but I appreciate it now, you know, while it's going on. I'm amazed that, you know, like I said, the more children, it's like you don't have to share the love. It's you just love them all equally. That's probably one of the challenges. Yeah. I would say is just making sure that they know that, you know, especially my oldest, because he was so used to having us all to himself, and it was all about him, and we could just sit there and he'd come go to the bathroom with me. It's right, like, okay, fine, sure. You know, now he wants me to go to the bathroom with him. Elijah, mommy doesn't have time to sit here and watch you go to the bathroom. I have to get your brother ready, I have to get myself ready, and we have to get out the door, you know, by this time. So just helping him know that even though there's changes with the way I'm interacting with him, that I still love him the same. You know, I think that's been a big challenge, you know, since I've had Ezekiel.
So what do you think is like a challenge that you have either are dealing with or that you have overcome, you know, since, whether it's since you had him or since you had Elijah or?
Yeah, so I would just say, kind of like marriage, I feel like parenting just holds up like a big mirror and just shows you the stuff you thought you had together, or you're telling them to be patient, but you're not patient with them, you know. Like, stop it. Like last night, he stepped on my iPad. I thought I was, and then he was, yeah, he's sitting there with his heel, like, you know, like really, what are you doing? Yeah. We all benefit from the iPad. Yeah. You watch your little movies on it. What would happen if that breaks? You're not getting a new one. I might just crack open your piggy bank and make you pay for it. But you know, like the patience that I expect him to have with me, I realize sometimes I don't have with him, you know. Or one day I almost found myself saying, because I've been telling him, stop jumping off the chair, you know. And he did it and then actually hurt himself the way he fell. And I went like, that's what you get. I was like, Faith, does the Lord say that's what you get? You know, every time you do stupid stuff and mess up and blah, blah. So I'm like really trying to work on all those things. And even just the selfishness I think that we have as people, you know, it just shows you how selfish you can be. So just working with those type of things. And then a practical thing is just getting out the house on time. Like that is something I'm still working on. Like I say I want to be here at this time. Now I was not even doing well with one kid. Now I have two. So, but yeah, there's ways around it. Just have to be more prepared.
How was it adjusting from one kid to two? You kind of hit on it, but.
Yeah, I think, so I definitely, like everybody was telling me, oh, it's going to be so much easier. So I think in my mind, I was like, yeah, it's going to be a breeze. And I get what they're saying, like the second child, you're more confident as a mom. So I feel like that, just the whole, you know, anxiety and worrying and, you know, just Googling everything, like all that stuff was gone. And I definitely didn't hold him as much, so he doesn't cry every time I put him down, you know. So I learned a lot of lessons, so he's benefiting from those. So that part was easy, just parenting him. But I would say definitely, you know, having two and trying to make sure you divide the attention. And even just trying to make sure, you know, with my 3-year-old, very busy, active son who wants to help and has good intentions, but like sometimes can be a little rough or whatever with Ezekiel. Just try not to make everything about like, no, because your baby brother, because I don't want him to resent his baby brother. So I think just finding ways to just say, no, we're just not doing that right now. So it doesn't look like I'm constantly bringing up his brother as the reason why we're not spending time with them, or we're not doing this, or why he got in trouble, you know. I don't think people really prep you for it, but I guess people can't, you know, because until you go through it, you won't know. I feel like, you know, everything from pregnancy to delivery to newborn stage, just all these, there's so many things. It's like, nobody ever told me this, you know. So that just kind of, but like I said, I think even now when I talk to people, I don't bring up all the bad stuff, you know, either, because the good does overshadow that. But when they start asking me questions about stuff, I'm like, yeah, nobody told me about, you know, whatever it is. So yeah, that part was definitely an adjustment. But I think kind of taking the pressure off yourself to just do what works for you and your family, and just not feeling like you have to follow all these rules, because I had all these ideas of how I was going to raise, you know, just very like, I'm not doing this and I will do this and I will not do this, and that stuff went out the window. Like in the beginning, there's still some things that we hold to, but a lot of the stupid stuff, I was like, yeah, this is really not important.
And then too, like you have to deal with everybody that's like, you're not doing this right, or like when I had my kids, I would. It's like, this is none of your business.
Yeah.
Stay away.
Well, if you were raising my son, then you could do that, but you're not. So, yeah, and I think people mean well, but they just don't realize, especially when you're like a new mom. I think like as you get have more kids, you know, you just kind of like let stuff roll off because you already know. But I think when you're a new mom, you are really sensitive to that stuff. Yeah, and self-conscious and like, you know, am I doing this right? Am I, you know, and so I think just allowing yourself to be like, okay, thank you so much. And just say like, you know, no, that might have worked for them, but for me, we're doing what works. So I guess, and even just not judging each other as moms is like something that I've found to be just really important. That, yeah, they may be doing things differently than I would, or I may do things differently than them, but to really just know that they're doing what they need to do, and just not judge each other, to just like appreciate each other, to encourage each other, like you're doing a great job, even if it's not the way you would do things, you know, you're not them. So that, and I think if there was any other advice I would give a mom, it would be to just, this is all stuff people told me, so I can't claim it as my own. I'm not super, you know, wise, but just the fact that each day you're never going to get that again with them. So to really enjoy each day, to like find something to enjoy and to do with them each day, to not get caught up in like, I can't wait till you're sleeping through the night, which I can't, but at the same time, I don't want to rush to that and not enjoy, not the sleepless nights, but you know, just the age that he is now and what he's doing now. And because there's going to be things that he's not going to be doing then that I do enjoy now, you know? So just enjoying like each stage, each day. Because even being on maternity leave, sometimes I want to make like all these lists of like, okay, I need to do this and I got to get this done. And, you know, because I'm home and I feel like I got to get stuff done, you know. But to just give myself the permission to, let me just enjoy this time, what I can, you know, with my child. And even if it's, I have to like make time, you know, to just do stuff with him that I won't be able to do when he gets older, you know. So I would say that. And then, yeah, definitely take the pressure off. You're going to make mistakes and you're going to mess up and you're going to do stuff and you're going to be like, dang, but they're going to be fine, you know, because God is very gracious and merciful. And he, you know, has a way to help us. You know, we don't completely screw our kids up a lot of times. They're going to be okay.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give a shout out to Faith in the comment section below. She was telling me that she was nervous about being on the camera, but I think she did a pretty good job. And also, if there's any discussion topics that you guys want me to cover, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be sure to get some interviewees together and do another video. I'll see you guys next time.